Tonight, I just wanna take you high. Throw your hands up in the sky. Let's set this party on fire. Players, put your pinky rings up to the moon. Girls, what y'all trying to do? 24 karat magic in the air. Head to toe so clear. Look out. Pop, pop, it's showtime. 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 Guess who's back again? Oh, they don't know. Downtown. Oh, they don't know. Downtown. I bet they know as soon as we walk in. Showed up. I'm wearing Cuban links. Yeah. Designer mix. Yeah. Inglewood's finest shoes. Whoop, whoop. Don't look too hard, might hurt yourself. Known to give the color red the blues. Woo, shit. I'm a dangerous man with some money in my pocket. Keep up. So many pretty girls around me and they're waking up the rocket. Keep up. Why you mad? Fix your face. Ain't my fault they all be jocking. Keep up. Players only. Come on, put your pinky rings up to the moon. Girls, what y'all trying to do? 24 karat magic in the air. Head to toe so clear. Look out. Second verse for the hustlers. Hustlers. Gangsters. Bad bitches and your ugly ass friends. I cannot preach. I cannot preach. I gotta show them how I can't get it in. First, take your sip. Do your dip. Spend your money like money ain't shit. Ooh, ooh. We too fresh. Got to blame it on Jesus. Hashtag blessed. They ain't ready for me. I'm a dangerous man with some money in my pocket. Keep up. So many pretty girls around me and they're waking up the rocket. Keep up. Why you mad? Fix your face. Ain't my fault they all be jocking. Keep up. Players only. Come on, put your pinky rings up to the moon. Hey girls, what y'all trying to do? What you trying to do? 24 karat magic in the air. Head to toe so clear. Look out. Everywhere I go, they be like, ooh, so clear. Everywhere I go, they be like, ooh, so clear. Everywhere I go, they be like, ooh, so clear. Now, watch me break it down like, 24 karat, 24 karat magic. What's that sound? Come on now. 24 karat, 24 karat magic. Don't fight the feeling, invite the feeling. Just put your pinky rings up to the moon. Girls, what y'all trying to do? Tell me what you're trying to do. 24 karat magic in the air. Head to toe so clear. Put your pinky rings up to the moon. Girls, what y'all trying to do? 24 karat magic in the air. Head to toe so clear. Look out.
How's it going? I've been feeling a little luxurious lately on the heels of my second league title and 24th title overall. So this is my celebration interview video. I did it because it's 24 karat magic. I have 24 fantasy titles now, and this last one in the league was number 24. So I thought it was a pretty fun theme. Hopefully you enjoyed the video and haven't pissed off too many people. That's never a good thing, but that's all in fun. like I said, congratulations to Princess Meow Meow. I mean, that's a great season. Can't take anything away from you. I know I got lucky as hell, but, I'm celebrating it. I think this is pretty funny. I'm trying not to laugh. Hopefully you're laughing, or laughing at me, or laughing with me. I spent a little time on this. It was a little idea I had. I spent most of the season thinking about how I was going to interview the champion. Not really even considering myself. Just a little bit. Here and there. But most of the time it's like, how am I going to go about it? Because I planned on interviewing whoever won at the end of the season, making it this whole big video. So most of my plans got scrapped because I ended up winning it at the end. Luckily, yes, I know I stole it from Andrea right at the end, right at the last second. I feel bad for her, I really do. This is all fun and funny, and laugh at me all you want, but I do feel bad for her. She had a great season, especially for a rookie. I expected her to come in and learn. I was pretty happy. I had Mike. I wanted him to come in and contend, shake things up. And then Andrea had never played fantasy football before. So I'm thinking that I have him coming in on one side to contend and her coming in on the other side to learn, to have a good first foundational year. And then she goes and runs all the way to within 6-7 points of winning the whole league. And, she has every right in the world to be mad, upset, sad. I wouldn't blame her. I don't blame her. I felt really bad for her. I might have felt the most for her. I mean, just, I've been on the end of that in other leagues, and I've had, all this other years of doing this stuff, and this is her first year, and she's riding the wave, and to get smacked down there at the end by, 6-7 points from taking home the whole thing, you got to feel for her. And it's good to know, she can be a player in this league, and, Mike can too. So both of these rookies, they're not rookies anymore. We can stop calling them that. So basically this is going to serve as, the interview for myself. But I'm not going to ask myself a bunch of questions or, do anything like that. But I'll talk a little bit about the season. I still feel like, I ripped that away from her. And that kind of, on one hand, it's good to win. On the other hand, it's conflicting because I feel bad for her. The whole, I guess about a week and a half, I was pretty much, conceding it to her. I mean, like mentally, it's like, okay, she's going to win. There's a chance I could come back, but, it's getting slim. And then, as it kept going, I was like, this is getting a lot closer than, I originally thought it was going to be. And then there's a point about mid-afternoon, maybe like 3:34, that the score was, I screenshotted it on my phone, it's like 137 each. And at that point, I was like, ugh, somebody's going to get their heart broke. And I said it's going to be 6 to 11 points, and I don't know which way. And, sure enough, it ended up being 6 points. Let me say, for anybody in the future, Andrea or myself or anybody that's in the Super Bowl, I hope that you do not get in a matchup that is decided by 10 points or less for the championship. It's just too crazy. It needs, if you're going to lose, at least, lose by a lot so it doesn't come down to the end. I'm sure Andrea could probably vouch for that with me. But what was I going to say? Something else. Let's just work a little bit backwards. First round I played Murray, my nemesis, I guess. That was less than comfortable. He beat me both times this season. and he beat me both times last season. So it'd been quite a while since, I went over on him. And I was like, man, he can't beat me, technically 6 times in a row. I was hoping, that was my thought process. But if he did, I would have been happy for him. But I finally got over whatever voodoo curse Mr. Murray may have placed on me somehow. Because it had been a long time since I'd beat him in the regular season or at all. So that was a good thing to do. The regular season was great. I had that huge run to start the year. That was way better than I ever expected. And then I lost my running back to suspension. That was a bummer. Obviously, if I had to go back, I'd do everything over the same. I was taking a big shot, and it worked out. I can't complain. I wish he could have played all year for multiple reasons as a fan, and then, as a fantasy player. And then, let's see, after my big run, I ran into the Murray wall and his group of individuals that were plotting against me, and he ended up beating me twice, and Mike Jones beat me once, but I wasn't mad about that one. That Murray with Marvin Jones was enough to make me ill. Ugh. Marvin Jones, Rex Burkhead, Kenyon Drake, and some other guy. Todd Gurley. Those are the 4 players in this last month of the season that really made me sick. Marvin Jones is probably the worst, but man, I don't even like saying his name out loud. He just killed me so bad. It was a perfect storm. And Todd Gurley, man, damn, just man, if he plays that last week, I probably lose. Coulda, woulda, shoulda, whatever. Who knows how everything shakes out. But if he got in and got 38, and he gets like 40 points sneezing. That's ridiculously good. But, they needed to rest players for the playoffs. That's the sucky part about Week 17. Some years are better than others. It's just hard to tell. There's no real discernible way to do this any differently, because ESPN doesn't give me any options completely to change it. It's not like, you have 7 options, do it however you feel. They basically tell you what to do with it, which it's not great all the time. Some years are better than others, but it works out. You just got to play it out and see what happens. The last 3 Super Bowl champions were losing at halftime after week 1 of the finals. Super Bowl 4, 3, and 2, which is me, Bo, and me. We were all losing after week 1, and then week 2 we beat our opponent and took home the trophy. So, my advice to you is to play your best, make it to the finals, and lose the first week. It's kind of hard to give that advice, but if you follow the trend, whoever's leading next year's playoffs after week 1 should be kind of on edge. But, there's always exceptions to the rules. I really hope somebody different, new, maybe even, takes it home next year. At least somebody different. I'm going to feel really bad if I do it again. This isn't alcohol either. It just looks like it. Ideally as a commissioner, I'm going to want to see like a brand new, never before champion. That would be pretty cool. If it's one of the other old ones, it's not going to bother me. It might bother everybody else, but that's not going to bother me. If it's me, I'll feel bad, especially if I steal it from somebody again. But, I want to make everything interesting, and I want everybody to want to keep playing. But I'm going to try my hardest. We're going to do the draft next year, and I'll pick 10th. I'll have to do the back-to-back, 10, 11, and wait forever to pick. But, I'm going to do it. and I'm going to pick, and we're going to play it out. I mean, I'm not going to lay down and say, okay, I'm going to have 3 wins, which, you never know. But I'm not just going to, on purpose, I'm going to lose all my games next year. No, I mean, you're going to have to fight and compete, and everything has to, for the integrity of the league, I mean, you have to. You can't give up. You got to keep going. You play your best game, and then at the end of the year, everything shakes out, and you have a champion. I mean, it's just simple as that. I know everybody will play it outright, but don't expect me to just, start faking it. I mean, I'm going to try to win. I like, wins. I like stats, points, all that. That'll probably be more of my focus, but, in the TV show and all that. But, I mean, I want everybody to be ready to go like normal, have the draft, and hopefully somebody comes out of this next year feeling pretty good. Because, it's a pretty good feeling. This one, it feels great. On one hand, like I already said. On the other hand, I got a little bit of a, cloud over me. That kind of, represses, how happy I am about it. It'd be different if it was my first one, I guess. But, this one's still cool. It still feels weird. I mean, the next time I see Andrea in person, I'm going to be really scared to get something thrown at me. But I've already told her that. I'm sure that may or may not happen. But, I mean, we're just going to have to see what happens next year. I mean, everything's set. Hopefully nobody leaves. I haven't seen any indications of that. Everybody should return. The draft is going to stay the same. I don't know when or how we're going to set it up. Hopefully we don't have to have another Murray watch. I mean, what a year. I mean, it was a good year. As a commissioner, loved it. It's everything I wanted it to be. All the moves that were made worked out completely, 1,000% perfect. We're stable going forward. I don't see any rule changes happening. I don't see anything happening on that front. I see stability, which is great for a league. I'm always open to listen if anybody has any suggestions or whatever. But as far as I'm concerned, everything is pretty balanced right now. Better than we've ever been, and the future looks bright. Next year is the 5th year. It's crazy. So somebody's gonna take home number 5, and I'm really anxious to see who that is. That's a long time from now. That's the sucky part. It's just way too long of a wait. But let's see. I'm gonna have a few things to add in here. The Pit of Misery thing was pretty cool. I already went over that. I beat Damien by like 100, 102 or something. That was crazy. Me and Damien have gone, back and forth. We're Super Bowl II, obviously, where I stole that one from him too. And we have some regular season matches that are always, pretty decent. Never really expected to beat him by 100 plus. And I felt bad about that one too. I mean, he had a down year. I'm really expecting him to bounce back. Everybody should be expecting that. But yeah, I guess that's been the whole theme. I've just been beating people and feeling bad about it. I mean, commissioner side and the Romocop side. I mean, I guess it's 2 different ones. It's kind of weird, I try to beat everybody, which is what I'll do going forward. I try, to set the best team and do everything I need to do to win. But then, the other side is I watch these matchups and I'm like, oh yeah, yes, this guy, I'm not going to name people's names. Like, oh yes, this person won. They've been losing for weeks. I'm like genuinely happy that, yes, okay. Oh, this person's lost 3 in a row. They finally won. Okay. Oh, wow, look at this. They're having a crazy week. They just went off for 160-something points and beat, whoever they were playing. So I root for everybody, but then I have to play everybody. It's like, super complete. I mean, it's cool. It's great. But, just because, I'm 9-0 or whatever doesn't mean that I'm not watching everything and, happy for people breaking, losing streaks or somebody breaks somebody's winning streak. Murray can't get this right. Murray. There we go. Yeah, I wasn't happy about that one. That was the worst loss I took all year. So yeah, it's just been a crazy year. I reached out to Andrea a little bit after that. I think it was the next day or so, trying to give her a little bit of time, just to congratulate her. You know, I can't imagine that. It's bad. I mean, I can't imagine, and I'm going to show you how I can imagine that in the next video, where I show you something not so fun for Commissioner Romocop in another league. But, you know, I'm not going to do that here. I'll have to work that in on my award show video. Some people might laugh at that, but yeah, I mean, I've taken some L's like that have been way too close, and yeah, I can't wait to show that in the next video. I'm not going to get into that, but like I said, you know, I felt bad, so I reached out to her, you know, just to congratulate her and basically tell her not to kill me, or at least not to, you know, severely injure me the next time she sees me. But no, she's a real good sport. She handled that with class, like super class. I mean, she could have cussed at me all she wanted. I really wouldn't have held it against her. But nothing but class. Everybody in this league is class. People get mad. People can, you know, have feuds. You know, Murray and me and whatever. But, you know, at the end of the day, everybody's cool. I just said that at the end of the day. People say that all the time. I'm just going to stop myself right here. And, I can't believe I did that. Anyways, at the end of the day, you know, everybody's really cool and classy, and it works out. Hope I didn't offend anybody with this video. I thought it was really funny. In honor of my 24th title. I play a lot of fantasy football. It's just crazy. I mean, this one's, I don't know. I don't know if this is the craziest one I've ever, I don't know. I've had a couple of other crazy ones, and we'll talk about a few of those in the next video. But, let's see. I guess I'm going to wrap this up. Congratulations again to Commissioner Romocop. Me, nobody cares. Super Bowl IV champ. Sorry, Andrea. I'm going to keep apologizing to her forever. Hope everybody's doing well. Hope everybody's hungry for next year. And I guess I'll sign off for now. Peace.
Y'all trying to do 24 karat magic in the air, head to toe so clear. Look out, pop it's showtime. Guess who's back again? Oh, they don't know. Oh, they don't know. I bet they know as soon as we walk in. Showed up, I'm wearing Cuban links, designer mix, Inglewood's finest shoes. Don't look too hard, might hurt yourself. Known to give the color red the blues. Woo, shit. I'm a dangerous man with some money in my pocket. Keep up. So many pretty girls around me and they're waking up the rocket. Keep up. Why you mad? Fix your face. Ain't my fault they all be jacking. Keep up. Players only. Come on, put your pinky rings up to the moon. Girls, what y'all trying to do? 24 karat magic in the air. Head to toe so clear. Look out. Second verse for the hustlers. Gangsters. Bad bitches and your ugly ass friends. I cannot preach. I cannot preach. I gotta show them how a pimp get it in. First, take your sip. Do your dip. Spend your money like money ain't shit. Ooh, we too fresh. Got to blame it on Jesus. Hashtag blessed. They ain't ready for me. I'm a dangerous man with some money in my pocket. Keep up. So many pretty girls around me and they're waking up the rocket. Keep up. Why you mad? Fix your face. Ain't my fault they all be jacking. Keep up. Players only. Come on, put your pinky rings up to the moon. Girl. Showtime.